Hi, I'm Abbey Scott reporting for Maximo TV at the 19th Annual NAACP Theater Awards. Check out the red carpet.
When I received the email and the phone call telling me that I was receiving it, I was overjoyed with just elation and satisfaction. But most of all, what pleased me was to read the email that the NAACP sent to me, because stating why they were giving me the award. I've never had that done, and it just really, it brought a tear to my eye. I was like, oh my God! So I'm very, very honored and humbled to be here tonight.
Theater's where it all begins. I mean, without theater, there's no true acting, there's no connection. Okay, so this is where it all begins for the true actors with the longevity. And it's a beautiful thing what, NAACP is doing for us.
The NAACP has always been making sure that African Americans and people of color, all people of color, are included in so many different things. And I'm especially excited because of the images that they try to have projected in the media, in television and in film.
What is your favorite theater production?
Joe Turner's Come and Gone. I saw that play last year and I was hooked, and me being a thespian, I think that's one of the best plays there's out there, is Joe Turner's Come and Gone.
What is the beauty of theater in comparison to doing film and TV?
Well, you have a lot more creative expression. You can use your face, and I'm one of the performers from the theater festival. I performed my one-woman show on Saturday.
Any slip-ups? Did you forget your lines? Have to improv? Tell us.
I forgot one of my props, and so I had to improvise during my show, The Making of a Mulatto. And so that was a little bit challenging. And then there's always distractions, a door opening, and you're like, oh my God, where was I, And then keeping the facade and keeping it going. I think keeping your energy level up, too, can be very challenging.
Well, the show is called Brothers, and this is my brother on the show, Daryl Chill Mitchell. This is Carl Weathers, plays our father. And we're a family that are brothers who really don't get along too well, and the father who's kind of losing it, and the mother and CCH Pounder who controls all of us.
But so, there's lots of love. There's lots of love and an awful lot of humor in the show.
I started in theater at the age of 15, a long time ago. And it's been nonstop ever since.
I'm receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award for my work in theater for the past, 33, 34 years. So I'm honored, I'm delighted, so that brings me here to this celebration. I'm very happy to be here.
I'm honored to be nominated, and look out for some films coming out. One called Kings of the Evening, which opens in November.
Congratulations on your nomination.
One with Chris Brown as well, and T.I. I'm the only one who's out, who can go on the circuit and promote. Sorry, Chris, I had to throw that in at you.
I started doing theater when I was really little. I did a bunch of community plays in Columbia, South Carolina, and then I actually went to the theater school at DePaul University and graduated with a degree in acting in 2002.
What was the best part working on High School Musical?
I think the best part was just being a part of a film that has become iconic. It's really, it's something that's just really cool for something so positive to have gotten such a amazing response and feedback.
From class plays to that I don't even want to talk about, to actual theater, off-Broadway stuff, and some workshops that were on Broadway, etc., etc. Yeah. So yeah, it definitely started with theater. I just finished a George Lucas movie. It's called Red Tails. It'll be out next summer, and yeah, we're working on the second season of 90210.
Totally thrilled to be here this year. I've been nominated in several years previous, and I've won last year, and so it's wonderful just to be back amongst all the people and to do this thing again. It's really exciting.
Theater, it allows you to get more in depth into the character, about what they're thinking, and about, you get to really, it's like a novel, take a novel approach, whereas in film, it's all about the speed and about really just trying to find many ways to show and not just tell what you're saying, whereas on stage, you tell. And it's just a really big difference. But the great thing is story is eternal. Story, be it in video games, theater, movies, if you have a great story, it transfers into all the genres, so it's a wonderful thing.
We're about to go back in the studio and do the next record. The last one, Love and Life, did very well. It's, thank you, everybody. It's still doing really good. And, just grateful to be here tonight to celebrate with NAACP Theater and you know, just glad to get out the house.
I did Broadway in New York when I was around 7 years old, a play called Fences, and I've continued to do theater all throughout my life, off Broadway here in LA, touring. When I was little, I was in love with the Phantom of the Opera. I had never seen it, but I used to play the cassette tape over and over and over again. I'd memorized it by heart. And then I finally got to see it right before it went off Broadway. So I think that's probably like my little kid fantasy favorite. That's my favorite one.
My most favorite things about theater is the idea that we all get to share in this event together that will never ever happen again. And so I love that idea. The actors, the audience, sharing in something that no one will ever see again.
My mom was a theater actress when I was growing up, and so that's what got me interested in getting into the industry. And I always told my mom I want to do theater one day just like her. And so events like this get me all excited because it reminds me of my mommy.
I'm nominated this evening for the 19th Annual NAACP Theater Awards for Best Actress in a Local Play, and for Turpentine Jake. I actually played a 65-year-old woman, a woods witch in this piece. So I had like padding and I was scrunched over and I had gray hair and everything. So it was quite a challenge, and I changed my voice up, but it was an honor to do the piece.
The Wiz ever. Yes, that's my favorite. But there's a lot of great things tonight. There's Gem of the Ocean and Two Trains, which are both like phenomenal. So there's just a lot of great work. It's just, you know, good to be nominated.
NAACP is the way I like to say it. Has always been a great voice for African Americans, and also just an organization that inspires all people to get rid of racism and hatred and discrimination. So, you know, I think it's great that we're celebrating our 100th year, and I'm happy to be here presenting tonight.
I went out for my first time on a production called The Maintenance Man, and I actually starred in it with Billy D. Williams. It was a play that was produced by I'm Ready Productions, and I've gone out. I'm actually about to go out again now in my own stage production, which is called The Underground Revival, and I'll be producing that, and it's going to be something for everyone. It's a bit more music-based, which is really what my background is, but I was introduced through the theater through a wonderful woman by the name of Rosetta Lenoir, God rest her soul. She played Mother Winslow on Family Matters, and she was actually one of the first African Americans to promote theater, and she had her own theater in Harlem. So I learned quite a great deal from Miss Lenoir. And Reginald Vell Johnson, of course, who played my television dad, you know, NYU graduate. So I feel the theater is an absolute must for anyone who considers themselves to be a true thespian.
Thanks for watching Maximo TV, and we will see you next time.